top 10 center fielders for the 2025 season. We're going to start this list off with number 10, Jung-Hoo Lee of the San Francisco Giants. Now, Lee missed a lot of 2024 due to an injury, and he got off to a slow start in 2024 as well, but he started to turn it around and play a little bit better there at the end before he got injured, and we're looking for him to take that bounce back and really establish himself as a good MLB player in 2025. Then at the number 9 spot, we're going to give this one to Cody Bellinger of the New York Yankees now. He has refound his offensive ability in the past few years, and when healthy, he's also a really good defender in center field. Not amazing, not bad, just a little bit above average, which is what you need at least. And with the way he hits and runs the bases, you'll take that all day long. Then at the number 8 spot is Evan Carter, another young guy we're giving a shot to here, coming off of a bad season where he was injured and then again didn't play well when he was on the field, but it was not on the field very much. Probably wasn't even healthy when he was on the field. But we saw what he could do in 2023 when he set the world on fire. I mean, he was hitting third for a World Series team. But looking to 2025, we know he can play in the clutch moments. We know he's incredibly disciplined at the plate. And he's an amazing athlete as well. He plays good defense. He's going to have good at-bats. He's going to be fast. I think 2025 will be the true breakout season for him. Then at the number 7 spot, we have Luis Robert Jr. And he has to be one of the hardest and most frustrating people to rank. I mean, he has the talent and the ability to win the MVP. But yet, I don't think the White Sox are going to get anything near that out of him. He is projected to have around 90 runs and 90 RBIs on a terrible offensive team, and he's projected to hit around 30 home runs and steal 30 bases. I don't think many center fielders have the ability to do those things, and you have to respect that. Unfortunately, though, at the exact same time, we just saw him go through a season where he put up 0.5 WAR, which is atrocious for a guy at that skill level. And he also strikes out over 30% of the time. Obviously, health is a bit of an issue there as well. But then at the number 6 spot, we have Brenton Doyle. He put up 3.7 WAR in 2024, which is really good considering you're getting penalized for playing in Coors Field. But he's probably, and he is in my opinion, the best defensive center fielder in the league. And he's projected to have between 80 and 90 runs and RBIs. And he's going to hit 20 plus home runs and he's going to steal around 30 bases or more. And so with elite defense and offense like that, that's a really good center fielder to have on your team. And the sky is really the limit for him as well. Then at the number 5 spot, we have Byron Buxton of the Minnesota Twins. This is another center fielder who's pretty impossible to rank, who has the sky's the limit and the ability to be the best center fielder in the league if he just stays on the field. And at this point, can we really trust that to happen? I mean, even if he plays just 100 games, I would expect him to be the 5th best center fielder in all of baseball. But can we even expect him to do that? Then at the number 4 spot, we have Michael Harris II. Again, another really young guy, just 23 years old. And he's already incredibly consistent and really dependable. He was hurt for a good portion of last year, and that does affect him at the plate a little bit, but down the stretch of the year for the Braves, he was amazing, and he was playing his best when it really mattered, and I look for him to carry that into 2025. Then at the number 3 spot, we have Oneil Cruz. I know this is going to ruffle some feathers, but hear me out. I think the center field spot is perfect for him. So far in his career, obviously he had a little bit of a health issue there for one season, but his defense has really been what's held him back. But in 20 games in center field, he had 2 outs above average, which is 1 out above average for every 10 games played, which is exactly the same as what Brenton Doyle and PCA do. And they're considered the best defensive center fielders in the game. I'm not saying that 20 games prove that Cruz is going to be the best defensive center fielder in the game, but I'm saying I'm not anywhere near as concerned about him playing bad defense as what it would be if he were at shortstop right now. I think I'm actually decently comfortable with his defense right now. And then we turn and look at the offense. And out of all the guys on this list, I think he's got the best opportunity to be a guy who hits 30 home runs and steals 30 bases. And he has one of the best, if not the best, average exit velocity in the entire game. And he's also got one of the best barrel rates in the entire game. And that kind of makes me think that he's one of the best hitting center fielders in the entire game of baseball. And that puts him at the number 3 spot. But then at the number 2 spot is Julio Rodriguez. And after his rookie year, we thought he was going to shoot into superstardom. But really, ever since then, he hasn't been able to take that last jump up. But hopefully 2025 is the year where he goes from that tier of best player on my team to really an MVP level candidate every year. And that's the tier we want to see him hit in 2025. There's really no weakness in his game. The bat has been a little inconsistent, but he's proven that it's there. He can hit 30 home runs and steal 30 bases, get over 100 runs and 100 RBIs. He's got elite defense and elite speed as well. Hopefully in 2025 he does take a step up from the 116 OPS plus, because that really doesn't do it for a superstar level player. We'd really like to see him around that 140 range, which is the level we saw from him his rookie year. So we know it's in the tank. He's just got to get back to it. But then the number one spot goes to Jackson Merrill, who just finished his rookie year. And he outplayed everyone else on this list in 2024, and he's just 21 years old. Looking at last year alone, he had a higher OPS plus, higher expected WOBA, higher average exit velocity, higher barrel rate, and mildly better defense than Julio Rodriguez. And he's just settling in, and he's just now getting better. I mean, he hasn't even been in center field that long. He was playing shortstop not that long ago. And so I really can't wait to see where his career goes.